Right, my friends, Merry Christmas. I bet you did not expect to see this face on Christmas Day. Well, you have, and you're not getting off that easily. So at this point of the day that you're watching this, you should have full stomachs, have some sort of drink in your hand, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, and you should be like, right, I want to relax now. The kids are screaming, whether it be with joy, with the Christmas presents they got, or with anger, with the Christmas presents they didn't get. However, I am now your kind of retreat, and you get to listen to me a little bit on Christmas Day. So it's always my tradition to jump on Christmas Day and kind of do a little bit of a story, kind of tell a thank you message to all of our people. And obviously, just to give you a little bit of entertainment when you're sick of watching the same old films on rerun on Christmas. So, 2023, it has been probably in whichever brand you look at, whether it be within this industry or outside of this industry, the last 12 months has probably been some of our hardest times, and some things, you know, that I never want to repeat, and no person should want to try and even emulate in those steps. We've put our bodies on the line. We've put our finances literally on the line. Obviously, you've seen what's happened because of the move, what's happened during the move, the rebuild of this place. We've had 2 floors to completely, you know, basically, well, in fact, literally knock the walls through, apart from the 4 outside walls, and kind of restart. So it was a very time-intensive exercise. It was an extremely kind of monetary heavy and intensive exercise. And yeah, I mean, I've been ill, Kelly's been ill. It's been, you know, really tough in every way that you can imagine it. However, like I always like to use the word, you know, victims of your own success. When we set the bar, you know, many years ago of saying, you know, we're going to do this style of shipping exclusively, we're going to give you this type of service. We've never broken the bar, and to be fair, if we had to work 19-hour days to maintain the level while we were doing through the rebuild and all these kind of associated things, then we did. So our next working day shipping never changed. Our store opening hours never changed. And as a byproduct, again, we're only human. Something has to break, whether it be physical or non-physical. So as I said, you know, there has been kind of a lot of mental stress involved kind of around this. But again, we kind of knew what we were getting into with this place and the expansion. But unless you're going through it, you don't realize how hard it is. So, you know, it's been an incredibly tough time for us. We kind of tried to expedite and lightly use the word of rush certain things through. So, for example, you saw us see the Cars and Caffeine events restarted again after, what is it, 3 years now, I believe? I think, yeah. So 3 years since our last place. And we weren't technically ready. I mean, the upstairs part, which again will be all the dedicated videos, but that is tying into the Cars and Caffeine kind of vision and the whole expansion vision. And that's still not finished. But we thought, look, it's the peak summer. People in South Yorkshire have got nowhere to go. So we need to restart kind of our event. So, you know, we put it up. Our first one was August. And again, to our amazement, 450 cars turned up. Double that in people, of course, 2 per car. And we took up industrial estates. September, you know, grew by 50%. October grew by 50%. Now, if you saw our October, November events, we were actually all the way onto the main road. So again, this leads back to the unbelievable support. After 3 years, I thought maybe, you know, algorithmically, you're going to have to take 5, 10, 20 meets to kind of even get any decent numbers. And we got it on event number 1. So again, thank you so much. As I said, there's going to be a lot of dedicated videos for the upstairs part. I know a lot of our customers, whether they phone, see us here or our car events, they keep mentioning the specific video. So they said the video where I said the things you didn't know about me, you know, the top questions I was reading from my phone and from email and all that type of stuff. I mentioned a specific part which I keep getting quoted on. Very surprisingly, there's only, you know, 2 sentences out of a 45-minute video, but about this whole rejig of what we're doing. Now again, in 2024, I'm hoping that I'm going to kind of try and reveal a little bit and just try and introduce you a little bit to what is inside here, which is completely nuts. The upstairs part, again, as I said, is going to get a dedicated kind of playlist behind it and what we're thinking of doing it. And all of those things kind of will merge together into next year. But the most important part of this video, I wanted to say, and I mean this in probably the nicest possible way, that yes, people can say thank you for your support, and yes, people can be, you know, grateful, which we are, of course we are. But when I come on video and I look, you know, hopefully all you directly into the eye, and I say, without you, we couldn't have done this. That's probably the truest thing I'll ever say in my life. When, you know, when we lost our entire team in Mansfield, and then when we came here and we started rebuilding the team, and then we lost some of the team again, you know, but, you know, it's kind of like a turnover of people. But when all of these things happen and the growth element happens, our American market is absolutely booming. I mean, our importer, the Clean Garage, Josh and his team are backing us so amazingly with their orders and all the customers that we have gained through them in the US, who now email us and speak to us through Instagram, whether they be, you know, professional detailers or just do-it-yourself kind of prosumers. It's amazing, you know. I can't put it into words. And without any of that, this place wouldn't exist. And this place is only, I would say, at about 2% capacity. Now, you've seen the Black Friday video that, you know, we're proud to even how we display our bottles for shipping. And that obviously resounds across the whole business, how we do things. Like, we're extremely proud. I wake up, and if I could, I would walk down the street and say, my name is Nick and I'm from YumCars, and I do this, and our team does that, you know. I'm that type of person, obviously. Most people don't care about car washing. You know, that's a shame on them and that's their loss. But for the people that do care, I want to say, you know, this is what we do. Look at this, you know. But all of that does not exist. It is a pipe dream unless, obviously, you guys who watch this video, who send us emails, who, you know, order products in any capacity. It wouldn't happen without you. This place is, as I said, it's about 2% capacity, and what we're building this place out to be specifically, what the next place is going to be, as I said, future videos, whether we expand it here, whether we expand it in a different country, hint, hint, hint everywhere. But again, nothing of this happens, and every time I kind of coined a phrase that I'm going to take to the grave with me, and when I speak to myself in the head, I came up with something that goes along with a line like, if we float, you float. You help us float, we'll bring you up with us as we float. And this is the thing. I mean, eventually this place, you know, you'll be able to do walk tours upstairs and all these type of things. And we want to share it with you, you know. I mean, we even open up, you know, some part of this place up and people can look at the walls and the cars and all these type of kind of stuff. Because realistically, when you look at it, you know, and a lot of people do it for the clout, a lot of people do it for the numbers. I do it because I want to share it with people. When I was 17, I wish I could walk around a place like this, but of course, it didn't exist. It still doesn't exist, apart from this place, in the UK and Europe anyway. So I'm thinking, well, you know, the generation below us who are moving up, I want to do what I wanted to do back then. But your orders is, you know, it's amazing. You guys are legendary beyond a belief. And I mean that in the most unempty way kind of possible. We always get surprised. And sometimes I still, to this day, I get nervous because nothing's ever guaranteed, is it? No matter how confident you seem to be. But you guys, in some way or fashion, always kind of pull through. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much. You know, it always gets me a little bit emotional because I know sometimes it's hard for everybody. And sometimes when I think I'm in a hard place, I always know somebody has got it harder or worse or more difficult. So when everybody who's in a hard place comes together and supports a single vision that they enjoy in, it means more than you'll ever believe. You can trust me on that one. So right now, I hope, a lot of people say, oh, don't drink too much, don't eat too much, don't do too much of this. I'm the complete opposite. So right now, I hope your belly is out here with a ton of food, whatever food it is that, your family have cooked or your partner. So I hope you are being fat. I hope in your hand, you've got 2 drinks. Because after this video, I'm going to get 2 drinks, right? I've got one in here, one in there. Because I've got a big mouth, so I like to, I like to drink with 2 hands. So I hope you've had amazing food. I hope you've had amazing drink. If you are into your presents, I hope you've got the best presents. And I hope your family, your wife, your husband, whoever is with you right now, I hope you're having good laughs. Life is short. Trust me, it's very short. Hope you're enjoying it. I will catch you now onto the flip side of 2024, where again, every year on year, we are increasing our content. We're now going up to, multiple times a week across all platforms. On some platforms, we're doing it daily. On the long form content, we're going to be doing multiple times a week. I'm going to increase it. The podcasts, I can't wait to show you. We're going to do a unit tour. I'm speaking way too fast because I'm just excited. I'm excited for you right now. I can hear the wives somewhere in the background going, oh my God, you're not watching Nick again, are you? And I bet all the men at that point would have spat their drinks out, and whatever your wife's name is, I can't believe he's just said that, because I hear that all the time through email or on the phone, saying my wife says I watch you more than the TV, which is beautiful. So guys, I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic break, however long it is. I hope you have a fantastic New Year's kind of preparation into the new year. And I hope you all hit 2024 running. Honestly, life is beautiful. Don't listen to the hate. Don't listen to the naysayers, because they're all losers anyway. And they're only trying to mimic what you have in their life, or what they don't have in their life, type of thing. Don't listen to them. It may upset you, but trust me, if you haven't got haters, you're not doing something right. And if you can, you'd probably buy more haters if you could, if that was a service available. So 2024, be positive. I'm, the biggest proprietor, of positivity and reaching backwards and, picking someone up, and taking them on the journey with you. So I hope 2024 is great for you. I hope life increases all around the world and improves in all aspects. And yeah, now go and get fat, have a couple of drinks. I love you all. I will see you in 2024. Thank you so much.